Hello and welcome to another 2 parts of Build the Terminator. We're up to 39 and we're going to hit 40 by the end of this video. Alright, in 39 we will be apparently connecting the right and left shoulders. I don't know why I did that, there's no right or left there. We have parts that I don't have a clue what they're for or where they're going to go, but hey, that's half the fun. First part of 39. I'm taking this part, which is like a pair of eyes looking at you, and we're putting these 2 in each of the gaps there, or each of the circles I should say, and we're going to hope that they don't spill out, because the next part is putting one of these little circle washer things into each of the holes and then putting one of these on top of each with a hexagon facing downward apparently. But it does say you may find it easier to fit the second nut and washer after step 9. So I'm just going to do one of these and see what happens. Okay, that one's in there. It was easier than I thought it was going to be because it's a bit different from the last time where if you put one in wonky you can't get it out again. Those wiggle about quite freely, which is a relief. So next we have to put those little tiny rings again over 2 of these, the big scary screws. Okay, I'm trying to think of how best to describe this without dropping everything. Basically you have to put one of the screws, the big screws that I just showed you, into the top there, and then that's coming out onto this bit which has to be this way round. It's got a little raised bit around the circle there, but it hasn't that side, so it has to be this way round. And then you're dropping the screw through the top and into the bit that you've just been putting together there. So let's try and do this. Whoa, okay, that's on there, and I think it's meant to be one of those step-by-step posing type things. So next, doing the same with the other side. We're putting the big screw through the end, if I can get this framed right, and down the bottom, and then that's joining on to the other side of the bar that we've just been working on. So let me try and secure this monster into place. Oh my god, that was heavy in every sense of the word. That is now attached on there, both sides. It's looking really cool. Can't wait to see the other arm on there, but I think that's quite a long time away. Anyway, that is part 39 done. Just having to come down and feel calm again after all that. And we've still got part 40 to do. Okay, part 40 is creating the thoracic cage. Look at my brilliant framing there. The reason for that is because I've got a great big arm and part of another arm sat on my table, and if I move them any further it's just going to fall off the edge of the table, even though the table's a circle, but you know what I mean. Okay, it's back to this part now, the side that has this part sticking out the top, because we're putting another 2 of those into the bottom holes, the flat end down. So it's only that end that's got a flat end on it, so that's the end that we're putting in. And then we're screwing those into place at the back with 2 of the thick screws. I was hoping it would do that because I needed some light relief. Alright, next it's one of my least favourite bits. You have to put 4 nuts into these holes there, and then you're screwing it into place. You're screwing this part onto the front, like so. That's about probably the least scary part of this part 40. Alright, I guess that wasn't too painful. It's very, very solid on there now. And next you have to take the 2 metal pillars from part 39 and stick them on the top 2 holes, in the top 2 holes, and they're just meant to be loose for now. And then you've got to take one of these plastic bits. I think they're both exactly the same because I think I know where they're going with this one. And then you put that into the top of there. Fits very nicely. There we go. This is where it gets heavy again. I've got to take the whole of the arm that I've just done and the shoulder, and I've got to skewer that hole there with the main strut right there. So let me see if I can pull this off. Oh man, I've skewered it, but that was heavy duty. There we go, just had to make sure it's flush again. Part of it actually does stick out, but it looks like it's flush in the photos, but I'm going to guess that it needs to be flush. So that level where it is now is flush, and that little bit sticks out. Next, we're taking the dangly bits that we made in the last video, I think it was, that I had so much fun with, and you're putting them in the ball joints there, either side. The question being, how are you going to keep those in place and get the other side of the cage over the top without everything going wrong? We're not going to find that out yet, because the next part is taking the head. You may have seen that I've taken the ball joint things out, because there's no way I can show you without them just falling about everywhere. So you need to put the bottom section of plastic into the rubber bit, like so, and look at that. You finally now need the other side of the cage, and you need to put a little extra rubber bit into the end. This rubber bit, obviously, and you stick that like so, nice and flush. Doesn't even need gluing, because I can't ever see that coming out again. Watch as I just pull it straight out again. No, I can't even do that. Not without trying really hard, and obviously that would be pointless. So next I'm running out of table space to accurately show you this, but you're basically putting this on and lining it up with all the pillars, and also obviously the top of the neck, and you're screwing it all down. So let me go and put some big screws and some little screws all over this thing, and I'll get back to you once it's all done. Oh my god, that was nerve-wracking. It was interesting because you could see where everything was supposed to go. It was just a question of matching it all up and making sure it actually went where it was supposed to go. I think I've got it sorted. Hopefully the LEDs are staying in there. The worst comes to the worst, I have to open the head up again and glue the LEDs to the inside, because that was not a good fit to start off with. They kept falling out, so hopefully they won't get pulled out in the future. That's my main worry of this whole build still. But so far so good with the rest, hopefully. These are swinging around in an interesting way. But that was part 40. 39 and 40. Oh my god, I'm exhausted now. That's a very significant build. 40 turned out to be quite monumentous for me. So I hope you've enjoyed watching. As for the head, and as for all the mods, I know you can get eye mods, and you can weather the teeth, and you can get teeth mods. Do you know what? I'm perfectly happy with how that looks right now. I'm not going to faff around. And they aren't half expensive as well to buy the mods. Respect to everyone that's doing those, because I'm very happy for you if that's what you want to do. But personally, I think the teeth that you can buy, they look a bit weird. It looks like they're sat over the model, not inside the model, which teeth in general I think you'll find are inside the skull, not sat outside the skull. That's just my personal opinion. That being said, I hope you have enjoyed watching my struggles, my ongoing struggles. I've certainly never built anything this complicated before, and I probably never will again. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.